What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Relentless Project. In the fashion industry, everyone wants to build a brand, but very few people actually build a culture. Most people are satisfied with selling a few t-shirts online from their bedroom, but my guest today had a much bigger vision. Vincent McConville, known here in the city as Vindeezy, is a Pittsburgh-based fashion designer and entrepreneur. He is the mastermind behind the Vindeezy brand, which fuses high fashion luxury with gritty, modern streetwear. But what makes this story relentless is that he didn't just build a digital brand. He planted a physical flag in his city. He's the owner of 150 West Street, a brick-and-mortar storefront here in Pittsburgh that serves as much more than just a place to buy clothes. It's become a local hub for creative and social mixers, bringing together artists, designers, and hustlers under one roof. He isn't just designing swag, he is curating a community. Vindeezy, welcome to the Relentless Project.
You are now tuning in to the Relentless Project. Real people, real stories, real life.
Thank you for having me.
My first question I always ask, and I like to ask it, how does it feel to hear someone else describe you?
Man, are you about to make me cry? That was crazy.
Well, that's you.
I mean, yeah.
That's you in a paragraph.
That's pretty crazy.
When you started all this, is that something you were going for, or is it something that just kind of came on itself?
That was the goal, if anything. Like, this is all already written in the stars of how I see it. Like, I believe heavy in manifestation. So, I think your words hold power. So, like me and Aaron, my brother, I'm sorry, I go off on tangents. So
that's what this is about.
Right,
I'm
cool.
a big tangent king over here.
Dude, so me and my dad want to start a podcast called Take a Tangent. So like that guy, I need to shout him out because he really wants to start that up.
You have to do it then.
I know.
You mentioned it. You have to do it.
That's what it's gonna happen. See, that's the only thing with manifestation. You could say it, but the time and when it's gonna happen, you'll never know. But it will. It will happen as long as you're working towards it. But like you wouldn't even know you're working towards something sometimes, and then it just happens.
Yeah. Well, like you may get a deviation or you may get an audible, and then it's like, man, I got to put that on the side burner. But this is building you for that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's why, and that's why relentless means so much to me, right? There's this misnomer that relentless is this like non-stopping force of just going straight and going forward. And for me in the beginning, that was what relentless was, right? Like, don't quit, keep going.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah, but what does that mean,
mm-hmm.
right? And what I've learned was like my goal is to build a platform to give other people a voice, right? Sometimes it's having 3, 4, 5 guests in a month.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
Right? You're like, boom. The next time it's, hey, let me go visit them and what they're doing. And then now, because I meet you introduce me to someone else, because that's, mm-hmm. Andy. We mentioned Andy. Had Andy on here. Andy is a big, like, me and him share the same goals where he's like, man, you got to talk to this guy. Mm-hmm. Or you got to hear this person's story. Or like, he'll be like you should have them on the mm-hmm. on the podcast. So now it's not focused on essentially having people on here, but now it's like meeting people. Or now it's graphic. All that to say, my goal is we have a mission, right? But the method of getting there may look different day to day.
Exactly.
So as long as you're pursuing that goal in one way or another, it may look different. Mm-hmm. Relentless is just keeping that goal in mind and striving forward, whether it's an inch or a mile.
Exactly. It's a marathon, not a race.
Yes.
100%.
Not a sprint. I like it. So were you born and raised in the city? What's your background look like?
So
I was born in Monongahela, so like the suburbs of the city, like 45 minutes out of the city. But
that's suburbs? I thought that was like middle of nowhere.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the term of what suburbs would really be. The suburbs to me means just like outside of a city. So that's what I tell people.
Fair. That's fair.
It's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, I did a training there one time, and I was like, where am I going? It was like so far.
It's a small little town. Very, very hick is what I say. Not in a bad way, but like in the middle of like we call it Mon City. So like in the middle of it, there's a horse track there. Like for like, I don't even think it's for races. I think it's more for like what is it called? What's the sport for horses? So when they like do their like dancing.
Oh, the jumping.
Yeah,
and all.
exactly.
I don't know. You got to talk to Andy.
Yeah,
Andy's a big
exactly.
horse guy.
I was about to say Andy would know. But like they have that in the middle of the city. But that's where I grew up. So like, but my dad worked for the Pirates basically like his whole life. So like he was selling tickets. So like I was in the city all the time. Like we always went to the Science Center as a kid. We always went to the museum because my mom also works for the Carnegie Libraries. So
you guys are rooted in the city.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Pirates and Carnegie.
I was in the city pretty much all the time. And that's like where my parents started the whole McConville clan, was in Beachview. So like we started in Pittsburgh, and then the family got too big. Once when they had me is when we moved to Monongahela. So like that's 5 kids in at that point. So
busy family.
Yep, you already know. Got to make an army.
Yeah.
It's easier.
How do you take over if you don't have an army?
Exactly. So that's where I'm originally from, is Monongahela. And then now it's all full circle moments. Now we moved back, and now we're literally 5 minutes from my parents' original house in Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, was that by design or is that how it just felt?
Just how it's happened, brother.
I always say this. I moved from Erie.
Okay.
And I visited a few times, very minimal times to Pittsburgh. And when I would visit, I'm like, wow, the city's huge.
Yeah.
Right. Then I move here and I'm like, the city's big. Mm-hmm. Oh, but there's like neighborhoods / boroughs. Like everyone, like, there's Lawrenceville and then the Strip District, mm-hmm. Squirrel Hill, Morningside, mm-hmm. Bloomfield. Like everyone, I was like, oh man, it's kind of like broken up, right? Mm-hmm. So it's easier to manage. Like people say, I'm going to Lawrenceville. I kind of have an idea of where that's at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized people don't leave their neighborhoods. Like if you were born and raised in Lawrenceville, that's all you know, and everyone knows each other. Mm-hmm. They'll venture out, they'll go to the Strip, but it's like that,
they know each other.
They know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like a little clan. The same with Strip is kind of different now because it's becoming it's
mm-hmm.
growing, and so now it's more commercial. But like Bloomfield, all the families know each other. They grew up, they raised each other, the kids. And
it's awesome.
Like, Pittsburgh is not as big as I thought it was.
Nope.
So it's interesting that you kind of proved my point. It's like, boom, you kind of end up right back where you started, which is cool. What were you into as a kid? Like, how do you get into the fashion industry? There's so many, especially in Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh's very blue collar, very like join a union, work hard, and like you're in this creative world now. How did you get into that?
So when I was a kid, as I said already, a big family. So we used to make like YouTube videos and everything. And then I got into YouTube at the time when like shoe reviews were a big thing. Like the Jordan shoes were really big Nikes, and like everyone's like, oh, look at these shoes I got, and they like review them and like
the unboxing.
The unboxing videos. Like, dude, they're so funny. Like watching them back as a kid, like I was like, who cares about this? Like, somebody did. I mean, it was a big thing at the time. I mean, I'm sure people are still doing like shoe unboxings too, but it's so funny, man. So that's how I got like kind of. So like from that, I got more into fashion. So I started with shoes, went to like conventions in the city and everything, and then just from that, looking at I really like celebrities a lot. I think the like just the mysterious. Should I be looking at a camera?
You can. This one's yours. This one's us. This is me. If you wanna take my camera, whatever. This is about you, not me.
I'll just make it short. But where was I?
Celebrities. You like celebrities?
Yes. Okay, cool. So like I always had like a fascination with celebrities, and I thought they were really cool. Even though now, like growing up older, I'm like, that's not real. Like none of that is like actually like.
Especially nowadays, you're like, everything is designed. No pun intended. Like everything is. the celebrity going out and running into fans, that's design.
Yeah,
like everything.
They called the paparazzis on
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, hey, let them know I'm gonna be getting
Yeah,
coffee.
I'm gonna be getting out of this hotel real quick.
Yeah, it's like it's wild. But
so like learning that like growing up, now I'm like, celebrities kind of suck. But but so like from that, like Justin Bieber was a big influence on me. Just like his fashion at the time. Like I had his haircut and everything in high school. Like, well, tried to.
You had his haircut.
Tried to.
You got a very curly hair.
I got curly hair, exactly. So like I tried to straighten my hair sometimes. Sometimes I just went to school with my hair wet as shit. Like
I gotta see that.
Like an actual the freaking whole hair helmet thing. Like cemented to my head, like just to keep it straight because my hair is curly.
Gel made a lot of money on you.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. But so like from that, I got more into fashion, and then like ASAP Rocky and rap, I got more into that. Like I was always into rap. My dad used to be a DJ when he was in college, so he used to play like Beastie Boys and well, Beastie Boys was the only thing he played, and then like he played the Beatles and everything too.
He was DJ Beastie Boys.
Yeah, exactly. So mainly for rap music. I think he played a little bit of Wu-Tang too. So it's good.
Gotta have some Wu-Tang.
So from that, like when A$AP Rocky came around and everything, and like learning more about like high fashion and everything, that got me into that. Also, if you didn't watch the Tally interview, go watch that. But watch this first.
Yeah. And then lead into the Tally
exactly.
interview. So your fashion, so you got inspired to fashion essentially from like the celebrity world, seeing what they wore, what
Pretty
much. And did you try to like, who's there, or like who's creating their clothes? Mm-hmm. Is that you kind of like back created or back researched it? I guess,
went into the designers and everything. Once when like Rocky came out with Fashion Killer and him talking about all the designers in that song, he's like, she's wearing Alexander Wang. She's and then just learning about designers was the craziest thing because all the designers are crazy. Everyone's like everyone in that space is an actual
quirky,
whatever you want to say. You could say quirky, but like McQueen is a crazy man. Like R.I.P. to that's Alexander McQueen. R.I.P. to him. Went insane. Was very like self-conscious about how he looked, how his image, but like how he stood. Like that man made 5 whole collections in a year, and that's insanity. Like in the fashion world, like
what's a collection? I guess comprised of.
So he did women's. He did everything. He covered everything. So he made a whole women's collection, and then a whole ready-to-wear collection, and then more upscale like suits and everything. And then what are the last 2?
But you say 5 collections is like insanity. What's a collection entail?
A collection would entail a whole fashion show, like
a showcase.
A whole showcase, like making it. There's so much behind the scenes from clothing. Like so I if you don't pay attention to clothing, most people, like how I used to see it, is like, oh, that's just like that just happened. You know, like I didn't know what sewing was at the time, you know? Like I didn't know people are making the clothes, not machines. Like, and that's, I mean, the person has to run the machine to make the clothes.
Yeah, but it's more hands-on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a big, if you could tell, this is probably the craziest shirt I wear. The Wolves, like, you know, but I use this, I wear black and black.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get into fashion.
There's nothing wrong with black and black.
Maybe I'll get a Relentless, Vindeezy collab happening, a little Letterman or something.
That'll be crazy.
That would be crazy. But so you get inspired by this. Well, how do you feel about, because Chris Brown's big into like the fashion thing now, right? Like,
well, I don't like Chris Brown.
You don't like as a person?
As a person.
What about like, have you seen his like collection? Because I feel, what is it? It's like Black Pyramid, I think.
No, that's Tyga.
That's Tyga.
No, wait. Tyga was Last Kings. My bad.
Yeah, God, I'm not into that.
But yeah.
The only reason I
think
say
it
this,
is Black Pyramid.
I guess he's like touring now, so like he's on everyone's feet again. But his fashion stuff, I was like, oh, this is kind of trendy. And like, I see a lot of people, he has like the big, bold, like the slime looking thing, which I guess is a big thing now.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people are starting to like, if you're an artist, now you got to have
like a
fashion line or something like that.
Which I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I was saying, what are your thoughts on that? Like, this is your thing, and then to see other people like trying to, imitate it and not like, do they have to do it a certain way in the sense of like have a certain respect and love for it, or like as a guy in the fashion industry, what do you see, or what do you look for when you see another company branching in?
So I understand with artists, you got to make money, and I know music isn't the main thing. So I see that more as there's a couple, like, I don't really like the term merch, except when it comes to like an artist like that, because at that point, like, did he really design that? Is he behind the machine? Does he even know how that shirt was made? Does he know about screen printing? Does he know?
So what is
anything?
Merch to you? That's a good point, because I use merch, right? Because I just design the
logo and then put it
the
onto
logo, and then I use a drop shipping company, right? Because I'm not in that industry.
Yeah.
I can't hold inventory. I mean, you're in the studio. It's all right size, but there's no place to put inventory. So like my stuff is print on demand. Like I design a logo. I'm very intentional with the design, right? It means something to me. I want it to mean something to someone, but that's where my extent ends, and then someone prints it, hopefully boom. But like, so it's merch. Merch to me is like something that represents my brand.
Yes, 100%.
But like that's like, I don't know what merch would mean to you.
Merch to me, like, that is what merch is. But like merch to me would be like
more hands-on, more intentional.
Well, the term merch like would mean like if you go to a concert, like as you said, like it is just like it's them. Like you're not even buying the hoodie for the hoodie. You're buying the hoodie
for the brand,
for like them. Like,
yeah.
I went to a Kanye concert. I bought a hoodie because I like Kanye. I don't really care about the hoodie that much, but like I know that man's getting the money.
Yeah, it's a Gildan hoodie.
Exactly, that's all it is. So at that point, it's like you're buying what's the material?
Polyester.
Yeah, polyester. Exactly. So it doesn't even matter. Like you're buying it for the person. But like,
I'm more of a tri-blend kind of guy.
Yeah,
I like the softer.
I like a good cotton, in my opinion. It's hard to find nowadays, which is sad. But dude, a full 100% cotton shirt.
See, I don't miss those, right? Because especially I'm a bigger guy. I'd get into it. I'm like, oh wow, this feels nice. I wash it,
and then it shrinks.
Because I obviously never wash it cold like they tell you. I just throw it in. And then it shrinks, and I'm like, well, there goes my shirt.
That's what just happened to this shirt. That's why it looks a little too tight on me.
See, 100% cotton to get you. So the catalyst essentially was these artists, these fashion designers, and you didn't just want to wear the street clothes. Like, what made you want to be the one making them, right? Because like to be inspired by these fashion, like you see that a lot, especially in the younger generation, and then I spend all my money to get these clothes to wear them and to showcase them. You went a step further. You're like, I'm so inspired. I want to do this. What was that inspiration?
So the inspiration behind that would be I couldn't. I already had the ideas in my head, and I was like, this needs to be made mainly. Like, so I figured out the ways. Like when I got my embroidery machine, I was like, how do I do that? And then everything's a lot of money, like
especially embroidery, screen
Dude.
printing. I thought screen printing was the cheap way to do things.
Right.
The process.
Oh man, it's not fun.
I'm like, this is crazy.
It's very messy.
Because one thing I do, no matter what, like especially with like the merch, I try to learn everything about everything there is to learn.
That's good.
Like I like to know things. I like, especially the behind this. I'm a big behind the scenes, movies, shows. I'm the guy at I'll go to a musical. And I'm looking at the people in the background, setting everything up, or
how
like
did they do this?
Cirque du Soleil. Like the performers are amazing, but I'm looking at like the people spotting and the people setting everything up. I love the behind the scenes. So with merch, it's no different. I look into like the screen printing and the like even the create a patch. It's like how many threads or how many, and I'm like, what does all this mean? So I'm always looking. It is expensive.
It's
Because
very,
at
very
one point I'm
expensive.
like, I can do this. I'll just do it myself, so I save money.
You could do it yourself.
Nah, I leave people who know a lot more to it.
See, that's a whole nother thing with it. Everyone could do it themselves, but it's the money going into it and also the learning curve of everything.
Well, and it's like the intention, right? Because a lot of people come up to me like, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, sure. They're like, can you give me like the cheapest way to do it? Yeah, like
Yeah,
what's
I
your
could do
budget?
that. Uh-huh.
$0. I'm like, well, like $0. Use what you have, I guess. I don't
you
know.
got your
like,
phone on
yeah,
you, I guess,
like,
and just record off that.
so I just had a conversation with a friend, and I'm like, you know, I give them the cheapest mics that, you know, still have good quality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever video you're using, like keep that because that's obviously good. And like I can see he's like, man, like this is so, and I'm like, well, like if you want to start a podcast, this is
what it goes into.
Goes in, and this is the bare minimum. Like I'm
You're doing
about
a whole
$50,000 in last year alone. Like it's not
beautiful.
cheap if you want to like really do it. Now he has a promotion.
Okay.
You know, shout out Heroes on the Mat. I'm gonna put him on blast, but this is a good. Everything I do is for good intention. So hope he doesn't take offense to this.
Of course.
Because his thing is in the promotion, right? I'm like, if I wanted to start a promotion, like that's not something I could just do.
Yeah.
You know, like the podcast I get is like something he wants to do on the side of the promotion to promote the promotion.
Of course.
But like, there's a lot involved if you want to do it right.
Right.
Like between you can't just buy the mics. You have to learn about audio, audio editing. Unless you have someone who does that, you have to outsource that.
Yep.
Money. You know, you have to money.
Yeah, man.
You have to learn about the videos. Okay.
You want to edit it yourself, or do you want to get an editor?
Or get an editor, but not even that. You need to know the settings to shoot the right video so your editor has the best thing to work with. You don't want to do it yourself. You have to have a producer. Money,
dude.
Like, where are you going to do this? You have to have great lighting. You have to, if you don't, you have to be able to set your cameras up.
You don't want people just coming to your house. You got to rent out a place.
Money, a lot of money involved. So that being said, like anyone can do it.
Anyone could do it.
Anyone can do it. Are you going to do it?
Yep.
Are you going to set the time aside, set the resources aside, set your energy aside? You know, I've recently gotten into performance coaching, and one thing he's talking to me about, he's like, you have the time.
Yeah.
Like I make the time. People look at me like, how do you do all this? And in my mind, I'm like, man, I don't feel like I'm doing it all to my, or doing enough, or like doing, like I can do more. I can do more. And he's like, yeah, you can make the time.
Relentless.
Yeah, that's relentless. He's like, but do you have the energy for it? And I was like, well, hold on. Like I can I have the time. He's like, it's not about the time. Like after you work all day, you've been on you've interviewed two people for 4 hours. You've edited. Now you sit at home with your family, or now you're going to sit home and edit, and you're just blanked out and you don't know why. You're not motivated. You have the discipline, but you're not motivated. You're not like, you're just staring at the screen and nothing's coming to you. It's because you don't have the energy. I was like, damn.
I mean,
I never thought of it that way.
That's the one thing people don't realize.
So do you have the energy for this, right? Do you have the energy to learn about embroidery and screen printing and the art of that?
An image, how to turn it into threads, how to even run the whole machine, read the whole entire manual if anything messes up. Because with embroidery machines, man, you got to go to Ohio. So if my machine messes up, I'd rather not go to Ohio and fix it myself.
Oh, so yeah, your stuff's from Ohio.
Yeah, man, there's no one in Pittsburgh. I've talked to every single like sewing machine like fixer, and
They're like, I just go to Ohio.
every single
like,
they're like, yeah, the main place is in Ohio. I can't do anything for you here. Like I got a 3-headed machine in my basement that 2 of the heads are like wonky. Like they could work. I just really need to have the energy to really sit down on that one and figure out what's bent, what's wrong, and why it isn't doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. But yeah, it's really about the energy of like I feel like that ties in with how much do you, as you said, how much do you really want it, and also like you gotta love this, man. Like if you don't love it, and like you're just like, oh, I could make a quick buck off this. Go, just have people screen print your shirts. Like it's fine. Like that's okay. But like if you, as you said, like you love the designs, like you put your heart and soul in, and you look in the background of how everything's made. That's amazing.
that being said, I still drop shit because
That's fine.
like I can't. I don't have the time or the energy to do it. And like will that take away from this? So it's like,
If you
I would rather
yeah.
partner with someone who does this. That's their passion, right? They're relentless in it.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, hey, this is kind of like my vision.
And then that's how you make
you're
the
like,
team.
this is my vision. And I'm like, oh, let's.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, let's collab. Like, I'd rather much do it that way. But that being said, like, one, networking is huge.
100%.
But there are other people, like I see like people launching merch and it's like their name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like
Okay, I mean-
we could have had a little thought behind that.
We got a good start here, I guess.
Well, I feel like how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Of course.
Right? So like if you want to make money, are you going to try to make it quick or are you going to try to make it right? You know, so it's like I'm launching merch and it's just like all it says is just relentless.
Yeah.
Like unless you've built a brand that you can do that and it's associated with you, like obviously you're doing something
Then
right.
Cool.
But like just the word the Relentless Project here. And that was my first one. I'm like, oh,
I mean,
let me make it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to start somewhere.
And then after that, I'm like, oh, that's not what I'm like. That's just blah. You know, so I started like trying to do quotes and this, and I designed this
That's
logo.
perfect.
A lot to that. Big graphic designer.
It's good.
Your brand fuses urban streetwear with high fashion. How do you find the balance between making something that looks premium and luxurious, but still has that authentic street level edge? Because I took a look at some of your designs and I'm like, you know, I don't think I can pull these off, but I would wear this. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel
usually
it.
it's like you're so dissociated with, you're like, I can never, like the big pants.
But I like it.
I can't do that. Nor can I pull it off. But some of your stuff I'm looking at, I'm like, you know what? Like this would be dope. I'd rock this.
Heck yeah.
You
Thank
know,
you.
so it's like, how do you match the premium, luxurious with the gritty, street level Pittsburgh vibe still?
level. So I love the Appalachian style of like as you said, it's blue collar. So I love flannels. I love Carhartt. I love the carpenter pants with the double knees. Letterman jackets is the really big thing to me. Like, dude, when I got my Letterman jacket in high school, that's all I ever wanted, and I got it for wrestling. So like, I was,
You
I
wrestled.
never.
Look at that. Look at, it's crazy how so I predominantly interview, sorry to interrupt you,
No, you're good.
fighters, you know, like a lot of them are fighters or boxers.
That's what Andy was telling me.
Yeah,
And
but like here you are. You're like, you're not a fighter, you're not a boxer, you're in this but guess what? You wrestled and so it's like
yeah, I
it
wrestled
always
for
comes
18
around.
years.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
It was never
My-
good because I am not an angry, aggressive man. So
But if you notice, the people who are very good are not angry or aggressive.
is true.
They're just like
Very
happy
technical.
to they're just happy to smother you. You're like, something's not connecting. Dude, this is an angry thing, and you're happy doing
but you're
it.
happy about it. That's where you get scared.
My homie Lucas Siebert, shout out Lucas. He just went to CFFC and won the
Beautiful.
interim bantamweight title.
Heck yeah.
And he's like grinning ear to ear.
Yeah.
His logo's literally the smiley.
Smiley.
If you wanna, like, that'd be a good collab. Because his logo is like your style. It's like this like smiley
up.
face and he always does it when he wins. He's undefeated, so he does
Heck
it
yeah.
every time. Boop, 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 and he's always smiling, and you're like, how did you just go through in a cage?
Yep.
Brutal experience.
Brutally.
And you're just like, hey, smile. So yeah, so matching
No, you're good, you're good.
luxury with the
Streetwear. So everything I make is all one of one. So I get all my stuff from like thrift stores or curated stores like Heat Check or The Closet or Zed's. Big shout out to them. Very much helpful. So just from all that, like that's my like the cream of the crop of what I'm finding, which is the Carhartt, the Levi's, the flannels. I don't do many t-shirts, but like I'm like trying to do more t-shirts. But I really like outerwear more, but mixing the two.
Oh, so you're okay. That makes sense because I saw a lot of jackets
Yes.
and okay. So your stuff is one of one. How hard is that? Because
it's not.
no, I mean like hard, like for you, like as a creator, right? Like, because let's say you make something, someone loves it. And then someone else is like, hey, can I get that? Like, I love that. Can I get the same thing?
No.
And you're just like, no, you can't. That's the only one I have. Which is cool for me if I have it.
Exactly. But
not for the person who really wants it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, money is important, right? It keeps the business flowing. Someone who's like, I will pay you, what would you sell that for? 300? I'll pay you 5.
If you could make it the
and
same
now you're
exact
like,
thing.
man, do I have to, now I got to go out and find
this
the same exact thing.
But in a different size, which is even harder at that point. I've had people ask me about sizing and everything, but I kind of like how I see it is everything I make is already made for someone. Because every time somebody has bought something from me, like they love it. They come back to me in my messages like, hey man, I've been wearing this piece for the last like 3 years and I always get compliments on it. And like, it always makes me feel like $1,000,000. And that's what I like. So even if that piece, they're gonna find like doesn't fit them or whatever, like doesn't fit them right, they're gonna find another piece of mine that is even better for them. Like, oh, I don't know, I was looking at this one fits me, like, and that's not even the main reason. It's I like this one even better, and luckily it fits me.
Yeah, or even if it doesn't fit me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
just
still
have it
want
on
it.
there. I'm gonna hang it up or something.
I'll get this XXL, man. I just love the design. I love the look of it. So that's how I see it. So like the money behind it, like they're gonna find it. And even if I don't have the piece already made, later on I'll make one. I'm always making pieces like every day. So later on, if they see a piece even later, they're gonna come to me and be like, yeah, I need that one. Like, oh, you finally made this one. Like, that's what I need. And I'm like, hey, well, perfect. And I don't know.
Do people come up to you to get a piece like custom made? Or
Sometimes.
is it simply just they check out your stuff and like, oh, I like this one. I'll go with this one. Or like, I guess what's the balance of people coming to you like, hey, this is a vision I have. Carhartt with
I need a car jacket with this many patches down this sleeve and then a nice screen print on the back. So
sounds like something that's happened before.
So sometimes I get custom orders, but it's not that heavy. People are very funny with money, as I said before. Like when people hear my prices on like actual custom order, because at that point it's like I don't really want to make that.
So that's a strategy. That's a strategy. I forgot I was talking to someone and they're like, yeah, like if I don't have the time to do something,
yeah,
I'll charge it. I'll charge them outrageously. And if they still take it,
yeah,
I'm gonna make the time.
Yeah, at that point it's like, all right, cool. Like you really want it and you really want it from me, so
I'm gonna make the time.
Yeah.
He's like, but if they say no,
I'm like, all right,
then it's fine because I didn't have the time for it anyway. So I'm like, it's kind of smart.
Genius. See that like.
Some people might not like that, but
I mean, hey, no, but that's how it goes. Like, also, like, you're taking my time and energy away from what I'm already doing
or want to be doing. That makes sense.
So, like, if it's worth it, and if it's worth it to that person, why not? Like, okay, you really want this piece. I'm not gonna say, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know?
In the right world, like, you have the money for it, and now I'm making the time for it. We both win.
We both know what's going on. We get it. So, and that's always what's good. But it's always funny when people are like, oh, I want this jacket. I always require a deposit just to see if you're serious, you know. But most people are like, oh, okay. And then the deposit never comes. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'll keep doing what I'm doing. And then when you're ready, I'm right here. You already know where I'm at.
I've had that with the studio. Like I'm starting to rent out the studio to help people. And they're like, oh, man, can I come in? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't want to be sitting there because it's happened. I sit here and I wait and no one shows up. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just, 20% down just so I know. Like, you're not going to let your money you're not going to piss away your money.
Sometimes you'd be surprised though.
Oh yeah,
sometimes they would give the deposit and then still not show up, and it's like, oh, okay.
But like, and if you hit me up and you're like, hey man, something came up, I can't make it today.
Right.
Cool. We'll use that deposit for the next one because you gave me a heads up. But you don't just show up. I'm like, and then I hit you up and they're like, that's just too expensive. Like people like that aren't just going to give you a deposit if it's too expensive for them. Like something had to come up. If it's too expensive, they're not going to give you a deposit with no intention of coming. right? Or no intention of getting the piece made.
Exactly.
So it's more of like you said, it's like you're serious about this.
Like, all right, cool. I'll get started on it now.
Yeah,
like,
I'll get started. Everything's set up. So when you get here, we hit the ground running. You don't show up, and I did all that, and I'm just like, you wasted my time.
Yep.
You know, and time is not
money,
something,
baby.
Yeah, time is money. Money is time. You're a Pittsburgh guy. How much of the grit and culture of the city is woven into the actual DNA of the stuff you design? Or is it just like if it's in your mind?
It's literally just in my brain. See, and then I find it funny when it comes to what I'm doing because I see myself as an artist. I just don't paint. I make my quote unquote paintings on clothes. So, shoot, where were we going? Oh, so I look at Andy and Andy Warhol. I try to find any Pittsburgh piece he's made. He's never made anything to do with this city. Like, if you really look into it, go to the museum. Why wouldn't one piece be like have a bridge in it? Or have
true point.
Or have
it's like Campbell's chicken noodle
exactly.
soup.
It's Campbell's. That's not Pittsburgh. That's not the city. Unless it is. Unless I'm crazy. Was Campbell's made it?
I don't know.
No way Campbell's was made in Pittsburgh.
We're about to look it up right now.
I feel like we would know that. But
where was Campbell's soup made? We gotta educate.
Yeah,
we gotta educate
quick, just to make sure.
Camden, New Jersey.
Okay, yeah. See that. Man, because he was living in New York. So he was way more New York than Pittsburgh. Sure, he was born here. But once when he turned 16, he left. Like, I love Pittsburgh. Don't get me wrong. Love Pittsburgh. But to like be fully inspired by Pittsburgh to do art is very, like, for the people that can do it, awesome, great, terrific. But I don't know, man. If I were to incorporate, like, for the farmers market pieces, this is like kind of the only time I incorporated anything Pittsburgh related. Was like of my own stuff. Like with Caleb, I made like Pittsburgh jackets. Like we made the Armor Yager jacket and everything. But like of my own stuff from the farmers market line, I made a piece with a tomato on it with a word bubble saying I escaped the Heinz factory. Like that's like the closest. See, that's the closest I would get to Pittsburgh though. I love Pittsburgh. Am I very inspired by Pittsburgh to do what I'm doing in art wise? Not really. I'm gonna be honest. Love city. I love Pittsburgh. But to be inspired by it, I mean, I'm sure it's in there.
The fashion stuff is more like in the U.S. It's like New York,
Cali.
LA, and I guess in the world it would be what France and Italy, depending on what brand you're looking at. I guess the UK now is big with like the streetwear stuff.
Yep, very big in the streetwear.
So yeah, like Pittsburgh's not really fashion capital.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got it makes sense. You can't be upset at that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking to, like, I guess fight is big Pittsburgh now, but like I don't know what's like farming.
Yeah.
If you're big into farming and you live in the city,
yeah,
you're not gonna be inspired by the city of Pittsburgh for farming.
Definitely not.
Like you gotta go Midwest.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That being said, what keeps you in the city? You being big into fashion, like why not? I feel like everyone goes like New York City and throws themselves in. Like what I love about New York City. Here's another tangent.
You good?
Like I'm not big in fashion.
Take it.
I like art, but I'm not big into art. But like when you go to New York City, you walk down and you can just walk into any what do they call the places?
The galleries.
The galleries. You can walk into galleries and there's socials and like people who aren't big into art, they'll still go. They'll socialize with their friends. They'll watch the pieces. They'll see the clothes and like it's cool.
It is cool.
It's like it's a good culture. You know, like you can throw yourself into that. What keeps you in Pittsburgh?
My family, mainly.
Good reason.
So everything we've already built up, like as I said, the army, man. So like I can't leave. I mean, I could do whatever I want, but
I'm not being held here.
I'm not captive. I promise.
You gotta do the help sign.
Please, no, no. I also love the city, man. As I was saying, like I meant that. Growing up in it, I love the museums. Like there's art here. Like don't get me wrong. Like I love all the street art. Like I just had my boy Camo Customs and Shy do a mural on my wall, and they're from Pittsburgh and they're freaking amazing. Everything on that wall is there any correlation to the city?
I just think about it.
Man, they did so much on that mural,
Is that
man.
what I saw that post you made.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Thank you.
And like I eventually want a warehouse building, and I want a huge mural
Heck yeah,
on
man.
the side, inside, huge mural. Like I love like the graffiti look. Like that's dope to me. That gives you urban city,
Exactly.
Pittsburgh or not, like it's urban city.
See, that's what I'm saying by there is art in the city. So like don't get me wrong. But you gotta find it. That's the whole thing. Where we don't have just. Also, we're not a walkable city. That's a whole nother thing. New York, you could literally walk from Brooklyn to Manhattan. You could do that walk if you really want to. Take a little bit of time, but you could do it. But then in Pittsburgh, you got to walk from Squirrel Hill to the north side. No,
Go through the tunnels.
I mean you could if you really wanted to, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's very like if you're downtown, walkable.
Yeah.
But then you got to get in your car to
The boroughs.
get somewhere else. You want to get into the North Hills.
Yeah.
You got to get into a car. like walking is not. I guess it's not very friendly in that sense.
Exactly. So that's why. What was the question?
I forget.
But
we'll move on.
But
ADHD.
Pittsburgh, it has art in it. I remember the reason I don't leave. It's because there is a lot of cool. Like I'm trying to make Pittsburgh, New York. I'm trying to make Pittsburgh, L.A. Will it happen? Probably not. I'm one guy, but I could be relentless with it.
Hey, plug.
So yeah, I'm trying to make the community even like. I'm sure you're gonna have
which leads us into planting the flag.
Heck yeah!
Like you're not just creating like art and merchandise and your designs. You now have a brick and mortar, 150 West Street, which again I like the behind the scenes. So I'd like to know how you came up with that name.
Yeah. Oh man, it took years of research and.
It's crazy. There's this place called it's at 150 West Street.
It already had the name above the door. I was like, yeah, I didn't come up with it. My girlfriend Crystal did. I'm not taking credit. But it fits. It rolls off the tongue. It's the address and the name of the building. So
I would say that you'd be a madman if it was like not the address, but you called it 150 West Street. That would be wild.
Oh my god.
That might rub people. Hey, where's the store at 150 West Street?
It's 150 West Street.
Well, they're like, oh, okay, they go to 150 West Street. Where is it? No, the store's called 150 West Street, but it's not. That would be wild. 150 West Street is located at 150 West Street.
There you go.
So you build this brick and mortar, and it's not just a place to sell your stuff. Like you hold gatherings there. So in an era where every clothing brand essentially is 100% online and drop shipping, as I don't have a clothing brand, but my merch, it's all drop shipping. You went out and opened a physical store. Why take the overhead and stress of a physical location? Because it's not a small one.
No, it is not.
It's huge. I just saw the tour of it. It is massive. You have like a studio in there for photography and media. You have, I guess, you're like a little podcast area.
Yep, that's in that same area. Working on the kitchen right now. So keep an eye out in the summer. Gonna have an ice cream machine in there, slushy machines.
I just want to take a second to shout out a few companies who've believed in me. These were one of our first official sponsors, so huge shout out. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Carbo Jewelers, established in 1997 on the values of honesty and integrity. Whether you're searching for the perfect piece, need expert repair services, visit Carbo Jewelers in Newark's Ironbound District, where your jewelry is always in safe hands. This episode is also brought to you by Continental Jewelers, proudly serving Hudson County, New Jersey since 1964. Whether you're seeking a timeless piece or need expert repairs, they've got you covered. Visit Continental Jewelers, your trusted source for all things jewelry. You can find them on Instagram at Carbo Jewelers or online at carbojewelers.com. Lastly, big shout out to Carbo Trading. Besides coins, precious metals, and jewelry, if it could be traded and collected, he's probably got it. They can be found on Instagram at carbo.trading. You can find all of our sponsors out online on our sponsor page at therelentlessproject.com. Look at that.
It's going to be fun. But yeah, so 150 West Street has a lot of history behind it already. We'll go even further back. So John Kindling is the owner of the building. His grandfather built the whole entire building with his bare hands, which I like learning more about it because so this warehouse has been here for years. So he started a metal manufacturing business, and that's like right beneath us. Like so the building isn't even just 150. Like there's a whole other warehouse like underneath us. Like that goes in the ground. Like it's crazy. So that's that. That's the original. That's Atomic Manufacturing. That's the metal shop that's underneath us. And then I'm pretty sure. So I went into business with two of my. I don't want to even call them my friends right now because how that broke up, not good. Don't lend money to people that don't have money to pay you back. Don't do it.
That's not lending, that's giving.
That's if you do have a kind heart, man, try not to. Be more discerning. You want to help people. That's what I tried to do, and you get stabbed in the back. So, but if you find the right people and you know for a fact they could help you and you could help them, beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. But besides that, so we started a clothing manufacturing business out of that building. We had that's where I got my 3-head embroidery machine at my house. We had 5-head screen printing set up. What else do we have? We had screen printing, embroidery. Then we had vinyl, which is Cricut machines. So we started that. Got business with the Steelers and
oh, that's cool.
And and that's from Marcus Allen. Shout out to Marcus. He came in the building. He was friends with all of us. Worked on his brand, and then got a deal through Steelers to do their stuff. It was cool. But then we how 150 West Street used to look. It was all office space, so it was all carpeted. And then under the carpet was tile, and then it was just open. So none of those walls were there. The photo studio obviously wasn't there. So all three of us built that by our hands. We put up we had the crate, and we were doing all this through COVID. So we were we can't do anything else. So we got the building, went in there, literally tore up the whole entire place, rented dumpsters, just threw everything away because they were using it for storage, and it was just office desks, and it wasn't fun. But so going through that, building that up into what it was, into kind of what it is now. But it's not even, it'll never be finished. There's always gonna be upgrades to 150 West Street. And then so from that, that was called Grapevine, and the building was called Chimera. So from that, we were in there for probably, I was only in there for maybe till 2022. And then I left because I was this isn't going anywhere. I was sure, we had good connections and everything with people, but the money was just going right back into the building to the point of we weren't making any money, only to make money to keep the lights on. So I left that. I was it was all of it. We were all 23 at the time, so still kids. We don't know actual business. It was 3 dudes playing businessmen. Send me. Did you look at the Google Docs today? Did you send me over that form? Did you send me over that invoice for this person? And it's man, what are we doing here?
There's a lot. There's a lot to owning a business.
But I feel there's different ways to do it.
For sure,
you could be super corporate, or you could be I'd like to see myself kind of in the middle. I mean, obviously, I need to be more I'm learning as it goes, which is cool. So that whole experience. If I didn't have that, I would not be in the shoes that I'm in now. So I am thankful for it, but sometimes it sucks. Sometimes relationships don't work out, and You wish you would.
It's the cost of doing business. That's what
really
they
what
say.
it
It's the
is.
cost of doing business.
But
Did
yeah.
you have it in mind that it was going to be this creative hub, or was it just a place to like, hey, this is where I'm going to have my stuff, my own place. I don't have to have things from my house or go back and forth to different places, like 5 Head over here and the vinyl machines over. Like everything's in one location. I can go. That's where my creative
This is
mind.
my out. Mhm.
Yeah, like
This is my third space, as
where I
they say.
lock in. Or did you have it in mind? This is also going to be a place where I bring people in who have similar mindsets to connect people.
Okay, so that was the original idea for Chimera. That's what it was supposed to be. But then we went super corporate of how do we make money? And then once when you get into that, man, it's all about the money. Like, it's not about actually building something. You're not building. We didn't build anything. Like, sure, we built the building, like the inside of the building, but like from that, what's Chimera now? What's Grapevine? It's nothing. There's no such thing as it anymore. So, but like me and my friend Freddie, who's also on the team with Chimera and everything, our original idea was what 150 is now. Like, that's what it was supposed to be. Like, we had the offices already. We had everything open. But some people were like, oh, people are weird. And I also, like, don't really, like, they were like, oh, I don't want, like, why would I help these people? Like, whatever. And we were like, oh, okay. Whatever. Like, me and Freddie, like, we're just like, okay, let's ride this sinking ship till it's completely submerged.
The captain goes down with the ship. Always.
Yeah, that's how it went. I was like, all right, cool. So then when that ended, the building was vacant till like last year. I got in there at the end of last year, so I've only really been in there since January, technically, of being open. So my whole original idea was what it's supposed to be right now. So getting it to that point of like getting in there, being in like quote unquote in charge of the building, is what I always wanted to do. That was the main goal, was to make the fantasy factory of creatives in Pittsburgh that I enjoy, that I like, and that I want to help, and they also help me. Like, so yes, that was always the original idea, was to make the community.
Why is it so important for you to have that hub for creative people to connect? Like, why was that your original goal?
Because I like people, and I think people are really cool, and also learning about people. Like, that's what I like about podcasts, man. Like, learning, as you said, you like the behind the scenes stuff. Like, I want to know where's your mind at, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you're thinking of 10 different things that I don't know. And also, pure connection. You know 10 people I don't know, and I know 10 people you don't know. If we bring them all into this building, now we both have each other's clientele or just networking.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be clientele. You don't even have to buy anything from me.
Well, that was the cool thing when Andy was like, because Andy, shout out to Andy Gonzalez, he's like, hey, you got to come out here. Like, it's a place where people are going to come. They're just going to chill, kick it. And I remember looking it up. I'm like, what is this place? Is this like a hub? This is a clothing store?
A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, but I like that. And the more I looked into it, and we had something come up, so I couldn't go.
Oh, good.
But then I saw like, that wasn't a one-time thing. This is something you're doing regularly, and you're bringing people in, and you're at different events. I forget what your last event was.
I think the last event was the feminine energy show. I'm pretty sure was the last one.
And was that like clothing, or was that more
that
just
was music?
Different music? Okay, so you're bringing in all kinds of industries,
all the arts,
which I think is cool. And that's like I mentioned to you before we started. Like, we have a similar goal. Like, we want to connect people because people are awesome. I love learning about people. Like, people are dope. The more I learn about people, the more I see like how different minds work, and it's fascinating to me.
It is.
Like, it truly is. And then there's nothing, like, I don't get a better feeling than when I'm like, I hear someone's story and I'm like, oh man, you'd be like, you got to meet this person. And then they connect. And I don't get anything from that, right? I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting a referral fee or anything, but it's like
finder's
to
fee.
See, to see them connect and then them do something beautiful. I'm like,
Yes, like I
it-
knew
that
what was gonna happen.
yeah,
That was the
that
goal,
was
and it
worth
happened.
That was worth it. Which is
So
interesting
cool.
because in the fashion industry, and I'm sure you know this and you've experienced this, everything is gate kept.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you do something, no one else can do it.
Pretty
Or I
much.
don't want
Which is so
anyone else to do it.
stupid.
Someone asks you for advice and it's like, I had to go through
I had
these
to
hoops.
learn these things.
You need to go through these hoops. And I understand there's a refining process and
I get it.
everything. But like, why can't you help someone refine?
You can point someone in the right direction always, man.
Yeah.
Like but I also get the standpoint of like, but that comes down to ego at that point. Like they're not gonna be doing what you're doing. It's impossible.
And if
you're,
they try,
you're yourself. If they try, it's gotta. Then
it's not gonna.
it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, because everyone is different. You know, you can like. There's 1,000.
You don't have to be like. You don't have to break it down to the bare bones of what you're doing. You don't have to be like, oh, I went to this guy. I did this and I did this and I did this. You don't have to go like that. Just point them in the right direction. That's all. And it's not even that hard.
And essentially, what you're doing now, you're kicking the gate open for the next generation of Pittsburgh creatives.
Heck yeah.
Which I think is cool. You have a photo studio, which can be used for video
So
if you
music
want.
studios in there. It's literally a one-stop shop for everyone. I want to get like I'm talking to my boy Will, and he's like a master chef. Like he's been in magazines and everything. And like I want to get the kitchen to a point of like people having dinners in the building, like full on like a nice fillet cooked right in front of you. Like I want to get to that point, which we're working on it. It's gonna happen. Relentless.
Yeah, no,
doing it.
That'd be cool. You have everyone there. He's cooking. You have an artist,
Teach
a
cooking
DJ,
classes. Mhm.
a DJ in there. Filling the room with some dope mixes
Exactly.
and
Get a real violinist. That's what I want.
or is it a saxophonist?
Yep.
Is that what you call it?
I think
don't know what you call it.
saxophonist.
Saxophonist.
That's
Yeah.
what I would call it.
I love like having a saxophone playing.
Yes, man.
Dude,
Yes.
that's a vibe. That's New York.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Pittsburgh. That's New York and Pitt. There you go. You're on your way.
Thank you. Trying.
And there's an art to the hustle, but the reality is people see the glamorous side, right? They see your designs, they see these
see it,
parties, these events, the drops. What's the ugly side? What is the reality of sourcing your designs, finding the inspiration, getting people to the store? Like what's the ugly side that people don't see?
I mean, there's a lot to it, man. Like I find it funny when people hit me up to hold their own events at the building right now, which is beautiful. And I'll help them. I always tell them like if you need anything from me, I'll do whatever I can. But there's a lot that goes into every event. You got to make the flyers. You got to try to get the people there. You got to know what refreshments to get. You got to actually schedule the things out. Be ready for that day to happen. Make sure everything's clean. Actually try to get the people there because that's the main goal. That's the
You do all
hardest
that.
part,
You set everything up, and then no one shows up.
and it's like, well,
It's like
I still have a good time.
yeah, by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just in the building.
But like that's gotta be tough, man. Like you put your heart and soul into something, and you want to share with the world, and the world's like, no.
Nah, it's okay. See,
You're
it's very interesting, man. Especially in the city. But that's where I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it comes down to the ego or, as you said, man, like if you wanted to do it, you would. Like if you wanted to go, you would go. You make the time. Come to 150 West Street, man, if you want to have a better Pittsburgh, in my opinion. If you don't know me, high chances you know somebody in the building. And then if you don't know anybody, even better. You're meeting people that, even if you're not in the arts or anything like that, it's just good people. It's always good to have a good conversation. Like if you're not having a good conversation at least once a day, I feel sad.
You're not
Like,
doing something
Are you really?
right.
Are you even like living at that point in my eyes? Like, dude, I have a good conversation with pretty much everybody I talk to every day, which is beautiful. Which is what drives me. I'm like, oh man, like people. As you said, man, people are cool. Like people are cool.
And it's so cool. Like you walk past people every day, and you don't know their story, you don't know their struggles, and then you sit down and aside from the what's up, how you doing? Like,
oh, great weather we're having.
You get into the depths of people, and you're like, wow.
Like, oh,
Like I would have never known. I would have never known. So I think it's a cool concept in what you're building, and like everything, it starts slow, and then
we're only 3 months in, man, and like it doesn't even feel like it's going slow, dude. From
good
having having at least one social mixer a month, and then like we're coming up with brand new events, like we want to have open mic nights at least once a week, so like just more events happening for people to come to, like like how I wanted to be like, oh, what day is it today? Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, 150 West Street's having the open mic. Or like, oh, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. Oh, 150 West Street's having a foosball tournament like every Wednesday. So like, like you know, like if you're not doing anything, hey, we should just go to 150.
Some cornhole or something.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
You're an entrepreneur as much as you are an artist. How hard is it or was it to shift your brain from I want to design cool stuff and connect cool people to profiting, because you can't keep doing this if you're not making money. So how do you combat that, and like what's your mindset in the sense of keeping it authentic, keeping it people connected, keeping the barrier to entry low, but still being able to feed yourself in the business?
Yeah. So that's another thing that I'm like still trying to work out right now. Because I want to have good events. Like for every social mixer, I buy 2 boxes of wine, get cheese and crackers, a nice little charcuterie board, and it's nice. Like I'm trying to create an experience, create a moment. So like there's a lot of money, as we were saying before, money. There's a lot of money that goes into this. But learning from all that, like as you were saying, I still take orders because I have to. Like I have to. So. Sometimes, if it makes sense, if the numbers make sense, which most of the time it doesn't. But I'm like, hey, man, I got to do this. So that's like one way. Like, and I've always.
When you say take orders, you're still selling and designing.
Yeah, like I just made 55 sweaters for this brand called Oakbrook, and they collabed with Carnegie Mellon University. So like I did those sweaters. Was the number right? No, but but it's a good foot in the door with this kid. So at that point, like he sees my work now. He didn't know because he got work before from somebody else with embroidery, and that guy didn't do a good job. And so he was like, oh, I don't want to pay this price if this guy did this. But I was like, let me do this for this price. I'll show you what I could do. Then from there, I hope you understand why I had a price, how I had a price in the first place. But so there's that, and also learning from when we did Chimera of being an entrepreneur on how to being profitable, even though we weren't at that time, but learning what they did wrong and like how to get to that point. You can
learn more from failure than you will 100% from wins.
100%.
That's why I never say a failure is a true failure or a loss. Like it's a learning. If you apply it correctly,
as long as you learn from it.
Yeah. And you apply it, it's a win in my book.
And that's how you excel. That's how you even move forward. Or you could just stay in the failure and just give up.
Which a lot of people do.
You could do that.
A lot of people do, unfortunately. We talk a lot about real fucking life on this show. It's part of the, real stories, real people, real fucking life.
Makes sense.
Have you ever had a designer drop that you poured your heart into? You put everything into it, and it just totally flopped or didn't perform how you anticipated it?
Well, no.
He's like, nah, all my shit.
Yeah, it's pretty
all
dope.
My shit flies.
Yeah, but to go off of that, I make designs that get more attention than I think they're going to.
That's a good problem.
So yeah, but I also find it funny because like say let's just compare it to like I made a jacket for Lil Yachty, like from that Letterman jacket to like a pair of shorts that has.
Hold on, you made a jacket for Lil Yachty? Mm-hmm. You just skimmed past that?
So we'll go back to it.
Tell me a jacket for Lil Yachty, yeah.
It's cool. And then like say like a pair of shorts that has let's go back to the Heinz, the tomato escaping the Heinz factory. people would like that one more for whatever reason. And I'm like, man, that took me 2 seconds, and Liliani's jacket took me 3 days. Like,
it goes to show you.
It's a good thing, though.
Yeah, it goes to show you.
But it's very interesting how people are like, yeah, I like that. But that one's okay. But this one, and it's like, okay.
Have you ever run into, like, just walking down the street, someone like wearing something you made? Or do you sell to people like who reach out to you and you kind of know or have met?
I've had people send me pictures of people wearing stuff because I don't go outside.
Wow, what an artist.
I'm literally
he does not leave his house.
Well, I leave my house to go to the studio, but even the house is the studio. So really, I'm in the studio all the time.
Typical creative person.
Yeah, so I've never seen it firsthand.
Well, how cool is it to see those pictures and you're like, wow.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Like, it's funny. I remember being in Kennywood, and I was wearing my own thing, but I got a picture sent to me from my friend Joey that his boss took of me and recognizing me from my Vindeezy piece, like from behind me in the line. And I was like, this is kind of weird, but that's cool. That's cool that like she like noticed, like she knew too, like that. Oh, like even if it wasn't me, like she didn't know it was me. Like she just saw the picture. She was like, "Oh, Joey, like look, I saw a Vindeezy piece today." And then Joey sent it to me. I was like, "Yeah, that's me in that line."
Me. Yeah, which is dope. Like I asked that because it doesn't happen to me very often. But like it's been happening recently where I go to a fight or I go to some and they're like, "Oh, dude, it's the Relentless guy," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm like, oh, what's up, dude?"
Very cool.
Or I was actually watching the fights because usually I'm doing the post fight interviews or something. I'm watching the fights and I look into the crowd and someone's wearing one of my hats.
Heck yeah.
I was like, dude,
Hey, yo,
like
hey,
I'm taking a picture.
thank you so much.
I was the creepy guy. I took the picture. I'm like, oh, dude's wearing it. Like it was so cool. You know, I'm like, wow, someone sees it, right? Like you spent $20 of your money.
Yep.
To wear my hat.
Of your hard-earned money,
yeah,
man.
You worked hard for this money and you said, this is worth it.
This is what I want.
Like that makes me feel so good.
Yeah, man.
So I was just asking, like, this is your thing, right? Like fashion, clothes. Like
yeah.
people are wearing your, like, what's the best receipt? Someone wearing your stuff.
It. Like, dude, like even getting the jacket, the ski mask, that man hasn't taken off that jacket for 5 years. like and and what's also cool about things is you never know when somebody's wearing your stuff unless they post it or whatever. So like in the knowledge of that, like I'm like, I know they have it. But then it makes it even more fun when like they do post something and it's like, oh, like I would have never known you were wearing that today, you know?
But yeah, even if they're not wearing it, that's a good point. Like it's in their house. Someone sees it. Someone's asking about, oh, where'd you get that?
Yeah, go,
like the conversation is being
exactly,
had.
Which is so cool.
That is cool. Man, that's awesome. Now we get to my favorite part of we learned about you, what you're doing, and then it's the Relentless Rapid Round. You don't get to think about this. It's fast answers. People get to see the real you.
I love it.
So we're putting you on the clock. Fast fashion, fast answers.
Awesome.
You ready?
I don't like fast fashion though, so go.
So this is probably not going to be your cup of tea. What is fast fashion?
So fast fashion.
I've heard the terminology. I thought it fit. You know what I mean?
Fast fashion would be like Shein, and which is like a brand, or like even if you like buy stuff off like Temu, or like consider H&M fast fashion, which I don't understand fully because they do collabs with like Margiela, which is a freaking high end brand. So I don't believe in that, but they call H&M fast fashion.
So just like overproduced.
Yeah, overproduced. Like, just sweatshops, getting the stuff out there, making the money.
All right, not fast fashion then. Not a fan of the sweatshops.
Either.
Fast answers.
It rolls off the tongue. Fast fashion, faster answers. I like it.
Okay. What is your all-time favorite sneaker? You mentioned you reviewed sneakers. What's your all-time favorite sneaker?
The Nike Air Mags.
Oh.
From Back to the Future, if you don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah, the classic.
Of all time.
What is one fashion trend right now that you absolutely cannot stand?
Dude, I don't even keep up with the trends, so I don't know. I don't know.
When I was writing this, I was thinking, and I'm like, I feel like a lot of the fashion trends kind of go in a cycle, right?
100%.
Like in the 90s, it was the baggy
pants.
the like, and they're coming back. Then we went to the
I like
skinny
all of
jean
it, to be
trend.
honest.
We went through the skinny jean trend, which I fell victim to.
Same here.
And then like it's coming back. Even the Jordans, like the Jordans that I had as a kid, are being released now. And I'm like, this is not new.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Kids are like, I got the new Jordans. I'm like, I had those.
Like
I had those.
new.
I ran out. I played in the playground with those. Like, scuffed them up. Like you're sitting here keeping them in boxes
not even wearing them.
Yeah, like that is my biggest. Like that is my biggest.
You don't
pet
like
peeve.
that?
I don't like the like
The hoarding.
the hoarding. Like 100 shoes that you will not wear.
Got them all in this closet for
Why?
me to
Yeah.
look at. Unless you're like unless you do like videos and everything off of it, I understand.
That's one thing, you're making money,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're spending thousands of dollars on shoes, and you let's say you wear a pair, and then you step outside, and now you're like, I saw they sell covers for the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Full consumerism, full capitalism. Give me your money.
Yeah, I'm like, which I'm all about. I'm all about making your money. Like making money. Fine. But we've gotten out of hand. We've gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
Like this purpose of a shoe is to cover your feet and be worn.
Keep it safe.
And you don't want to even do that. That's my answer that no one asked for. And if I offended you, good.
Good.
Hope you're offended. What is the #1 album or artist playing through the speakers at 150 West Street during a mixer?
During a mixer, Hatsune Miku.
You started laughing immediately.
No, Hatsune Miku is being played, but dude, I have very eclectic music taste. These answers aren't really fast, but I'm trying.
Well, the first one was fast, but
Yeah,
you
the
can
first one was
follow
good.
up. You can follow up.
But with like as I was saying, like I grew like my dad was a music DJ like in college, so like he like did it on their radio show. So like I really like the Beatles, but like and then it goes into rap music like mainly Kanye, BC Boys, the one, and then I like so like Kanye samples Lobby Sifri. I don't know how to exactly say his name, but if you ever heard the song I Wonder, he samples his music. But his music is phenomenal. Like no wonder Kanye sampled this guy. Love him. Very sad music, but also like kind of upbeat, and it also makes you think. I like music that makes you think, because I think that's what music is. But so if you don't want to think, don't come into a situation.
You're gonna be
You don't
thinking.
want to use your brain.
Yeah.
That's the playlist though. Playlist that'll make you think and make you feel good. Good vibes always.
What is the hardest material or fabric you've worked with?
Can you explain that question a little bit more?
Like when you're designing something, you're
Yeah.
working with, like you say, you source your material. So
Okay.
you're looking at Carhartt, which is, I mean, a lot of stuff
like
is
canvas.
Canvas.
Yeah.
Or a Letterman.
Okay,
You have
okay.
leather. Like,
Yeah.
what's the hardest material you've like when you're designing and it's just giving you issues?
So like with the embroidery machine, there is limitations. I mean, there's limitations to everything with clothing making. The Letterman jackets, I would say the Letterman jackets gave me my most issue, because I also the pieces I make, like you can't really use like a juki for it, which a juki is like industry standard for clothing making. Like that's what's in all the ateliers in Paris, and like that's what's in all their factories is these big, like they just like it's just two gears that control the needle and like a bucket full of oil underneath it. So like it needs to be continuously lubricated or else it's gonna explode. But
Sounds fun.
oh man, it's awesome. Like, but so like everything I make has to be on a home machine because I could actually put the fabric through it instead of a juki, which is like it's all a tabletop. So like you can't really put something like through an arm to get to a point. Like it all has to be flat. Like jukis are mainly made for cut and sew, like from just a fabric straight to a jacket, like or whatever you want to make off that. But so I'd say all the jackets I make are
Is
the
that
hardest ones.
leather?
I mean, leather's actually easy.
Really? Because I feel like
you would think it depends on the leather. It has to be good leather though. All the Lettermans I make on are, what's the brand? Holloway jackets, which is literally what your high school gets for Letterman jackets. So like literally top of the line, premium leather, very soft. So like the hard part for me is like getting for the Vindeezy Cares, doing all the letters on the back, hardest freaking thing because there's so much material on a Letterman jacket, and also just like having to shove a leather sleeve through plastic, so it's just getting caught is not fun. But yeah, I would say like not just a material. I would say an article of clothing that's the most hardest is jackets for me.
Makes sense. If Vindeezy can do a collaboration collection with any other brand or designer in history, who is it?
His name's Ass Pizza. he's from New York. He's been doing it since he was 15. Big inspiration on me. I've met him a couple of times. He has a couple of my pieces. But to do an actual collaboration with him would be crazy. He's based in New York right now. He has his own warehouse out there. Not really what 150 is doing with all the other creatives. He's more like just manufacturing, and like he like does like he streams out of there and everything.
Ass Pizza.
Ass Pizza is his name. Austin Babbitt is his actual name, but his artist name Ass Pizza.
Vindeezy X
Ass Pizza.
Ass Pizza.
It's gonna happen.
I like the sound of it.
It goes go.
It flows off the tongue.
Ass Pizza, Vindeezy Ass Pizza. It's all well.
Sounds like someone's like offending. Vindeezy Ass Pizza.
Man, Vindeezy Ass Pizza, dude.
That will sell. Dude, think about like the SEO and the algorithm.
Yeah.
The algorithm will take that and
what I'm saying.
spit it out. You're building an empire and a community from the ground up. What does Relentless mean to Vindeezy?
I mean, exactly what you said, man. Like, you go through struggles. You go through, nothing's easy, but it all depends on how you get there. Like, or it all depends on what you're willing to do to get there, in my eyes. Like there's people you have to leave. There's way more things you have to learn. Like if you think you know everything, you don't know everything. I promise you. So like Relentless literally means not getting there by any means necessary. Not exactly that, but having the strength to get there, the energy to get there.
Eventually.
You will get there if you're relentless about it.
I have the pads. I never use them. You built a luxury brand in a physical hub. So this is where we tie everything together, right? So
Cool.
No excuses. You built the luxury brand in a physical hub in one of the most competitive industries, right? Like fashion is very competitive.
Yeah.
To the creative listener out there who says, I don't have enough money or the connections to start, what do you say to them?
I didn't have enough money or the connections to start either.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Yeah. Look at that.
You need help? I'll help you out though.
Come to 150 West
say.
Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's your? You didn't have it either, and
No.
you did it.
Yeah, from networking, from meeting the people that I've met, learning more from the industry of clothing alone, and now learning more into like actual art, because the art world's crazy, man. Like there's this artist right now from, I think he's based in New York. I'm not 100% sure, but his name's Slon. Graffiti artist, very cool stuff. He does like kind of like clown pictures, but they're cool. And like he told this story about how he sold his stuff at Sotheby's. Well, no, like they tried to. He called them the men in black. Came to him and was like, "Hey, we'll give you $10,000 for this, like this, and a couple other pieces of your art." And then they take it to Sotheby's, jack up the Sotheby's is an auction house, like the most famous auction house. Jack up the price to millions, and now it's worth this millions. But Slon isn't getting that money. They are. He only got the 10,000. But now Slon right now is buying all of his art back, so that doesn't happen. He's like, if it's already to this point, I need that back. And then I could sell it for this much. And then now I have that money off of my work that I've put my time into.
Yeah,
So,
art is crazy. Art is crazy. Like, especially, you see these online where, you know, the banana taped on the wall, right? Like
10 million.
like, you know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah, why?
Like, and art is very subjective,
100%.
right? Because if there's a piece that resonates with me, but you don't care,
Another person could hate that piece so much.
I am willing to pay 50 grand for this.
Yeah.
And you're like, you couldn't pay me to put this in my house. What is that art worth?
I mean, it all depends on what it's worth to you.
Exactly.
At that point.
Art is worth whoever's willing to pay X amount for it. You know, and sometimes
Until
it
you get
frustrates
to
people.
a point of like a level of Andy Warhol to the point of like, yeah, that makes sense why it's worth that much.
Well, yeah,
See,
you
like
look at his
that's a
process
different
and
story.
his approach and stuff. But like some of this stuff, you see it and you're like, really?
So yeah, some people, but also some people like a no-name artist, dude, that piece could mean the world to you. And then you'll be like, oh, I'll give you $100,000 right now.
Yeah. With that being said, a no-name artist recreates the Andy Warhol famous
Campbell's soup.
Campbell soup. Is he getting paid the same that Andy Warhol did? No.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's so much involved to it.
Unless he makes the Campbell soup cooler, I guess.
How can you make it cooler?
I don't know, man. Andy did everything with
you make
it already.
it 6 squares instead
Check
of
this
4.
out.
Worth more Campbell soup.
More canvases, more Campbell soup. It's a lot of money.
That's funny. But it's true. Like it's something I never understood.
It's a very interesting world, man.
If someone is listening right now and has a brilliant idea for a design but zero experience, what is the absolute first step they need to take tomorrow morning?
Got a perfect design, like in their head.
In their head.
They don't know how to go about it. DM me. I will help you. Or don't DM me and look up YouTube videos. Google's free, YouTube's free, ChatGPT is also free to an extent, but don't use ChatGPT, even though all internet uses water. And so you got to know that. So even a Google search is also using water. But try not to do that. I mean, yeah, just come to me. Come back to the original. I'll point you in the right direction. I'll send you to who you need to go to.
So I'll summarize that. Find someone who does know that.
Yeah.
Surround yourself
That's
with people who are doing it. You know, if you can't surround yourself with people doing it, the internet is free.
100%.
Uses water, but
Yeah.
it's free. Like, do your research. Like with the podcast, I didn't know the first thing about creating a podcast. Like, what do you need for a podcast? What is the first equipment? And then you need mics.
Got to, man. I'm looking at the lighting and everything, and it's a beautiful setup.
Well, I appreciate
You're
that.
very welcome.
That's from connecting with people and people giving me advice. That's from, dude, I didn't have these mics to start. I went through different mics.
It's very official.
You know, I went through different cameras and it's like, this didn't work. I had GoPros. I
all
used
about
my
upgrades,
phone.
too.
Yeah. Like you reach a certain point, you're like, oh, now I need
to get to this
To
point.
this level,
And
to
then
this
if
level.
I'm not, and if I'm just like here, then who's gonna grow with me? Like I want the audience to grow with what they're watching, what they're supporting. Like so they know I'm not just doing this, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, surround yourself with good people who are doing good things. What is next for the Vindeezy brand and 150 West Street?
What do you mean by that?
What's next?
Oh, there's so much.
Give me
So,
the next year goal.
The next year goal. Probably get the liquor license and make the bar area outside of the kitchen. That's a goal. And then really turn it into fully. I don't want it to be too much of a hangout, but at that point,
I want people to leave when I want them to leave.
yeah, you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. You feel me? But that's one goal.
A liquor license is a big goal.
Yeah, man.
Especially like there's a fixed amount of liquor licenses. I don't understand the whole craze.
There's only so much they could give out and everything.
It's wild to me, but that's a big goal. And that changes things because now you don't have feds at your door because you're giving people free wine.
Yeah. I'm not giving people free wine.
Yeah, no, that was a metaphor. But here's the thing.
But I am.
You can give people free wine. You can't charge people for wine. Make that make sense. You can give it for free.
You give it for free all you want.
You just can't make the money the state's not making.
Sell it.
I don't know.
You can sell a cup though, but you can't sell the wine. Give me $5 for a cup, get all the wine you want.
Donate.
There's loopholes around it.
Donate to the store, and you can
have a glass of wine.
You can get inside, and guess what? There's free wine. Let me stop before we both get canceled.
We're not just drinking wine in 150. I hope I don't want that to come across as that.
Jesus turned water to wine. You can't complain.
That is very true. And he did it for his mom. That's a whole nother thing.
Yes.
So
he's doing it for his people.
Yep.
He's doing it for his people.
But yeah, that is that really like what the question was?
Yeah, like what is your goal for?
Yeah, like really get it fully established, and also be more noticed from more officials in Pittsburgh. That's kind of the goal of what I want. If that happens before next year or just next year, that'll be freaking awesome. Like if I get Corey the mayor to come in and like do a speech of like why it's important or bringing the people together, would be freaking awesome.
Have you reached out to them?
I have not reached out to Corey, but I'm putting my branches out there.
I think that's the biggest thing, man. Closed mouth don't get fed. If you reach out to local media, and just say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Yep. This is my vision. Like, a lot of people might resonate with that, you know? Like, I know, I forget the agency now, but they always interview local creatives, local businesses, local fighters who are doing good. Like, they'll bring them into their studio, they'll highlight them and stuff. They will showcase stuff that is building Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm gonna have to send you that later because it slipped my mind.
You're good.
But a closed mouth doesn't get fed, man. Like,
that is true.
You know, there was times I had this podcast. I had a list of people, immediate people that I wanted on the podcast that I was like, oh, I can get them on. And I had a list of people that I was like, man, I'd love to have them on. There's no chance.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at how many I reached out to them, and they're like, yeah, I'll come on. And I'm like, I was never gonna reach out to them because in my mind I was like, they're not even gonna open the message. Mm-hmm. So. Dude, shoot your message out.
Corey, you hear me?
Corey.
Come to 150 West Street.
Where can people buy the gear? So the easiest question I probably asked you all show. Where can people follow you online, buy your gear, find the store, follow your journey?
It's all under Vindeezy. So Vindeezy.com, Vindeezy on Instagram, Vindeezy on I think it's Vindeezy 8 on TikTok because the little kid has Vindeezy on TikTok. I don't
cancel him.
Find him. Tell him I need it. Tell him to change his name. He doesn't even post anything.
He can be the next Vindeezy.
He's a literal 10-year-old man. I don't like. Even if I did message him, he'd be like, I don't know what. I don't know what this weird.
So it's interesting because when I was looking for the Relentless project, I had it on everything except Instagram, and it was an Asian woman that hasn't posted in like 15 years.
Yeah,
I'm like.
Please.
Or like 10 years. It was like astronomical time. Yeah. I'm like, the Relentless, like, why do you have the Relentless project? Like, it was like 2 posts. The last post was forever. It was like a white block with like a quote and then like a faded picture.
Interesting.
And I'm like, you're not even active. Like, can I have it? Dude, I messaged it and never responded. Messaged Instagram. I'm like, how long? Like of an inactive account.
Yeah.
So now it's just Relentless PRJCT on everything. I'm like, man, the only thing I didn't have. And I didn't want to be like, it's the Relentless Project on this, and Relentless PRJCT on Instagram. Like, I just wanted, like you have, Vindeezy for everything.
Yep. 100%.
If you could summarize your philosophy in 30 seconds, what would you say?
So my philosophy, which I got from my brother, which is just the simple saying of doing it. Like, I mean, sure, you could correlate it to Nike that just doing it. This is gonna take more than 30 seconds. I'm so sorry. You could correlate it to the Nike just do it, but you're not in the act of doing it though with that saying. So I like the act of being continuously doing it instead of like, oh, just doing it is a start, but doing it, you're in the process of building, getting to where you're going. So doing it meaning like doing it tired, doing it with no energy, doing it to build community, doing it to even help other people. Like say hold on. Say you just finished a project on anything, like that's doing it. Like you're doing it. Like I see you doing it also. Like I saw you working on the project and then you got it done. That's doing it. Now you're still doing it though. What's the next thing? And you're already on the next thing. So that's my philosophy. Just keep doing it. Eventually it will happen. Don't think of the time. Don't even care about praises. Don't care about being what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Noticed.
Don't notoriety. You don't need that from anybody else. Just as long as you're doing it, and that's my philosophy. Just keep doing it.
I like that. It resonates with Relentless.
Exactly.
Keep doing it.
That's why I kept saying Relentless too.
That makes sense.
It all fits together.
It all is. It's all like
a big
circle.
circle, man.
We just said that at the same time, so it has to be true. Well, brother, I appreciate you for coming over here, sharing your story, getting a little vulnerable with us, talking to us.
Heck yeah.
This is the one with Vindeezy. Go check him out, and we are out. Later.
Thank you so much, brother.
And we just got to hear from Vincent McConville, known here in Pittsburgh as Vindeezy. If you followed us long enough, you know we end every show with a challenge for the week. Vindeezy didn't just build a brand to make money for himself. He built 150 West Street to be a hub. He created a physical space to bring other creatives, hustlers, and artists together. He understands that greatness isn't built in isolation. So your challenge this week is the Build the Hub Challenge. I want you to connect two people in your life who don't know each other, but who you know would benefit from being in the same room. Introduce a graphic designer to a business owner. Introduce someone looking for a job to someone who's hiring. Make an introduction where you get absolutely nothing out of it other than the satisfaction of bringing good people together. Be the hub. Share this episode with one friend who you believe would be inspired by this conversation. Follow the Relentless Project on Instagram, X, and YouTube at Relentless PRJCT. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, show some love so we can keep bringing you awesome guests with relentless stories. And remember, we don't settle, we don't quit, and we don't wait for permission. Love you all. I'm Ish. This is the Relentless Project, and I will see you on the next one. Later.